they begging on my flow. So tech, yes, I know I get it on. Relax, yes, I'm the more on these people looking at me how I do it, man, I be consumed by the good vibes.
What up, family? It's the Yungavelle back at it with another video, taking y'all on a ride with me because I had an interesting conversation with my barber, and man, it had me thinking. So this video is titled Diary of a Self-Proclaimed INCEL, because that's who I was on the phone with the other day. So my barber put me on the phone with a cat. He's cool, man. He's a cool young cat. And you might ask, self-proclaimed incel. So if you don't know what an incel is, it's somebody who kind of like is not really looking to gave up on dating and stuff like that, and it's just like someone who it feels like the weight of the dating sexual marketplace has just crushed him, and now he's kind of given up, and it's to the point where he wants to deal. The only way he wants to deal with women is through escorts. How crazy is that, right? So I was speaking with him for a while, you know, getting his perspective on why he's like that and like why he feels that he has to go that route. And he just doesn't trust any of these girls. He thinks that every girl is gonna play him, and that he might as well give up because the next girl is just gonna get with the Chad or the Tyrone, which is another way of saying get with the higher level status men that have all the looks and the money and all that type of stuff. Basically me. No, I'm just joking, but I'm not joking. But so I was getting his perspective. I'm like, man, I couldn't help but feel bad for him, you know, because it seemed like the sexual marketplace, the way that it has changed over the last few, ever since the advent of social media, it seems that he has buckled under the weight of the sexual marketplace, which is sad, man, because a few things can happen. You know, as a man, you can take a few routes because of the way that the sexual marketplace has changed. You can develop yourself and just know that this is just the rules of the game, that the name of the game, this is the name of the game, this is the landscape, it's changed, so you might as well seek to be the best version of yourself, develop yourself, learn game, get physically fit, get your money right, and maximize your look. That's basically, right, that's the main option, at least in my mind. But the other options are things like MGTOW, or like go your own way, men go their own way, or the incel community where they just have no trust of women at all. They just don't want to deal with women because they feel like they cannot compete. They feel like they can't compete with the other higher value men because they'd rather not. You know, and it's funny, he said a thing, he was like, maybe I'm just lazy, but I don't want to, I'd rather just pay for them. And I was like, wow, man, this is my barber wanted me to talk to him, so he put me on the phone with him, so I was just listening to that perspective, and I couldn't help but think that the marketplace has changed so heavily now that it's making guys kind of bow out of the market, you know. And it's just, the sexual marketplace caters to women now through the advent of social media. That's just the way that it is, you know. Darwin said that survival is not really survival of the fittest, it's those who are most capable of adapting to the changes in their environment. So that's how I look at it, and it's just it's unfortunate that it's gotten to this point, but it's also not unfortunate, you know, because for the guys that are not lazy and take it into their own hands, what happens is the leverage now goes back into your court. Like, yeah, the sexual marketplace caters towards women, but for the guys that develop themselves, get their money right, get game or learn game, acquire options, know how to maintain options. Rollo Tomasi calls them spin plates because options breed confidence. Options are not the only way to get confidence, but they help. Those guys get the leverage now, so that what was once the leverage being with women, now it's really the leverage is with the high value men, because all the women are actually going for the higher value men anyway. So that's kind of what feminism and the advent of these things like social media and stuff, where it gasses women's heads up, it is inadvertently put the ball in higher value men's courts. And for, he said it himself, he's like, not everybody's LeBron James. It's unfortunate that he thinks that way, because no matter what level you're at, you can still develop yourself. You can still strive to be better. And as you strive to be better, you will attract the right women for you. That's just that's kind of how it works. And yeah, so that's what it's kind of done. It's put the leverage back into the higher value men, in their court. So if you're lazy and then you don't want to develop yourself, yeah, it's gonna be very, very hard for you to date women. It's gonna be very, very hard for you to maintain women, or even to know how to be around them. But that's why your life is a manifestation of how you perceive what lies before you. You can perceive what lies before you as an opportunity. That's how I would advise you guys to look at it. Look at it as an opportunity to dominate the landscape. It's going to take work. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take time, but it's going to be worth it, because when you, and I've said this before in previous videos, if you have to exit the dating marketplace for a little bit, work on yourself, develop yourself, when you enter back into the dating marketplace, you will be at a higher level. So in that way, it's worth it for you to sacrifice, to work, to develop, to take some time off and get your shit right. But if you don't want to do that, if you're lazy, you will most likely buckle under the weight of the sexual marketplace and the changes that have happened now. So yeah, man, that was my first time talking with a self-proclaimed incel. And that was an interesting conversation, man. It was just like, there's no hope. I was like, man, you don't think you'll ever meet girls that want to be down for you, that want to stick around, that are not trying to play you? And the pessimistic attitude was crazy. So, that's what the changes of the dating marketplace have done, mixed with, maybe he's a little lazy and doesn't want to change along with the environment, or at the rate at which the environment is changing. So, yeah, man, I wanted to share that perspective with you guys, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's a different video. It's a driving video. I'm on my way to check out a new kava bar. And, yeah. So, I hope you guys have been good. Man, everything's on the up and up. Let's keep it going. Let's keep striving. Let's keep moving forward to our goals. I want to share something with you guys. A quick way to program your subconscious mind. Start asking it questions, but ask it to yourself. Like, here's an example. Why do avalanches of abundance always fall on me with such ease and grace for all my dreams, desires, intentions, and goals? When you ask it like that, it tricks your subconscious mind to understand that you're already living that. It's the opposite of complaining. So I learned that recently. I think Tony Robbins does that. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys real quick. So, like I always say, guys, if you guys got anything from this video, make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Like I always say, guys, until next time, remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace.